Good afternoon. I am fresh out of therapy, wanted to come to you. It's Dr. Tony MD, your triple certified family medicine physician, lifestyle coach, and fitness trainer. I help female physicians who are overwhelmed, overweight, who are prioritizing everything but their own health. Through my coaching programs, I help them to visualize the possibilities, gain confidence as they optimize their health so they can live the life they envisioned before medical school. I had to come on. Hi, Dr. Ray. Hi, Kenya. I had to come on here. I am overwhelmed with just a sense of joy and excitement right now, even in the midst of these storms. Hi, Dr. Michael. In the midst of these storms of life, it is so easy to get distracted, to get overwhelmed, to get stressed and worried, to make rash decisions. I want to talk to you a little bit about debt and the freedom that you experience when you start to release yourself. Hi, Dr. Tamika. From the chains that are wrapped around your ankles. Hi, Doc. Because really, so many of us went to school and sought education in order to be free. This is Freedom Friday. I talk about freedom and the path to freedom on Friday. And today marked a major milestone in my life, and I wanted to share it with you because I'm over here packing to evacuate, and I stopped to talk to my banker and was like, wait a minute, I need to celebrate, because he and I had a discussion that was very uplifting and very empowering. So I just want to share with you that so many of us started off saying to ourselves, hey, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to justify going into debt or borrowing money or making sacrifices so that when it's over, I'll make XYZ, I'll be able to pay it back, it won't be a big deal, I'll be able to, purchase a home and property and build businesses. We figured it was a trade-off, but I am not seeing enough people who are becoming free at the end of this journey. Hi, Dr. Michelle. So one of the things that I want for all of us is for us to actually have ownership, freedom, and to actually not be chained around our ankle for the rest of our lives with debt. You can't just keep borrowing and thinking, oh, I'll make it later, I'll pay it later, I'll deal with it later. So they've got all these different loan repayment programs. They didn't set those up for us. Please. They set those up for people who are going to be in service industries that are going to have maybe $40,000 or $50,000 in debt. So this loan repayment program stuff where you're going to pay this many payments and they're going to pay off your debt, I don't buy it. They're like, oh, really? We're going to just give you $250,000 plus interest on your educational debt. Maybe if you're a teacher, maybe they can cover that 50 grand or something you might have borrowed. And I know there's a lot of people who borrow more, but the average debt that they were looking to reimburse through service-based, payback programs, they're in the $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 range in the ideal world for the government and where they thought this money was gonna go. Give me a break. If you're a physician, we're not borrowing 30 or 40 or 50 grand. That might be for 1 year of school, depending on where you went. Exactly, Doc. They're talking about the struggle to find a repayment program that actually works. Hi, Jamal. So, the whole time they're talking about loan repayment programs, they're talking about debt relief. I don't know that they're talking about physicians because they think we make enough already. These CEOs are getting paid billions and millions of dollars, not the physicians. We take up, 10% of the healthcare costs in the healthcare industry, but why don't you speak to the CEO? He's getting his money. So I just want to talk to you about the promises that were made to physicians and other healthcare or people who have gone to graduate school. You thought it was worth the investment, so you might have gone into debt. I know I certainly did, and I had a full ride to college. I went to college completely free, books, tuition, room, board, and still, because of medical school, boom, you're like, well, I'm halfway through. I got to go ahead and borrow this money. I got to go on ahead and get this housing. I have to go on ahead and do this rotation because it's something that I want for my future. So you just start accumulating debt that you didn't anticipate. So even when people with scholarships end up with, service programs and, oh, I'll go work in the rural community. You've already sacrificed so much to get your education. And now when you're finished, freedom didn't follow. You're over here trying to pay your loans back. Hi, Dr. Jared. Hi, Andrea. You're trying to pay these loans back. So now you're off in the middle of nowhere on some vision quest, trying to work off your debt in some rural community or something so that you could get this loan paid off. Or you've got credit card debt, or you've got loans for school. You name it, we've done it. And let's throw in your car because you feel like, man, I could at least have a decent vehicle, maybe. I was so happy when we paid off my car. So you just have to really start thinking, am I free? Did I get this right? Maybe I need to reevaluate so that I can actually own my own company, own my own business, really start to benefit from all of this hard work, effort, and sacrifice for decades of my life. So I just wanted to share with you guys, I'm rejoicing inside. I'm very excited because I got off the phone with my banker. He confirmed that I had paid, my husband and I, we had paid off $50,000 in unsecured debt. It didn't happen overnight. We haven't even been married 2 years. It didn't happen overnight or anything. But I just wanted to say, yes, Vision Quest. I just want to say hi to Letha, that it took effort and it took a little bit of concentration. It took meeting with financial advisors. It took to try to figure out how can we finally start to feel like we're on our way. We've made the sacrifices. We've gotten the education. We're moving right along. But if we don't stop and pull back and really, really take a moment to reflect on what we were trying to accomplish, why did we do all of that, and maybe even rein it in a little bit and pause and drill away at this principal balance, the interest will kill you. These interest rates, they done snuck and went up the other day. They got hurricanes and storms. They're showing you last night they had a doggone earthquake in Mexico. There's all these distractions out here to make you forget that the interest rates shot up a few weeks ago. My financial advisor was like, your interest rate for this and this and this has gone up. So I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing. I'm going to show you. You see this? You see this? Look, I'm going to flip this screen around. How do you do that? Flip this screen around. You see this right here? These are all the little credit cards and all the these people that gave me these credit cards. I'm about to shred. Let me start shredding these stupid things. I done paid y'all people this money. How do you get in the hole? Bye, boo. Bye. All done. I'm going to shred the rest of them. I'm shredding these things. Because at the end of the day, they're paid off. And I am going to go empower myself, and I recommend you do the same. You can't pay off your bills if you're using them anyway. You need to just chisel away at that thing and get this thing taken care of. Hey, Dr. Audrey. Hey, Dr. Emily. Get this debt out from under you, because you're not free until you do. And until you own something, until you got your own businesses and your own multiple streams of income, you're not free. And I'm going to go over here and finish my shredding party. I'm going to go on one of these other platforms and show them me shredding these credit cards that are paid off, and do your very best to truly control your finances from here on out. You don't need all those expensive things to feel good. You don't need all of that debt in order for you to get to the next step. You may borrow for just a moment, just so you can go on ahead and make that next move, but you pay those people off and get those multiple streams of income, and you don't rely on any one person to make sure that you're all right and your livelihood is in order. Hi, Dr. Tawana. I'm sitting here with this rotator cuff repair. I'm sitting here trying to get my rehab going. I got my Nutri vitamins, joint vitamins from Dr. Emily, who has her own vitamin line, because I'm on my recovery, and we have our multiple streams of income that we use to make sure that we are okay and we don't rely on any one source of income. I don't care how much money you make. That company could fold, close, change the payment plan structure, ownership can change, and everything changes with it. If I had my health insurance attached to my job, which as an independent contractor, I do not. If I did, though, it changes the dynamic. It just changes. They want you to come back early. They don't want you to take your home maternity leave. They want to tell you there's all these stipulations, when really what you're trying to do is make sure that you have your mind right and make sure your health comes first. But that's not how corporations run. So you have to make sure you have your own way to produce income, and also make sure that you're paying these people their money back so you can move in silence on that ninja doctor move, okay? So I just wanted to share my joy with you, my excitement in the middle of this storm. My husband's in a disaster recovery meeting right now because he's on a, recovery team, and they're gonna tell me the storm is coming this way. I gotta go pack my stuff. But I had to take a moment to share the joy of speaking to my banker, who said, well, that account is closed and everything is paid. Thank you very much, doctor. Well, there you go. That's my step. One more step towards freedom. $50,000 later. Bye-bye. So I'll talk to you guys later. I want to empower you and just remind you of why you started and why you went. Yes, doctor, I'm going to teach them even after therapy was rough. I'm going to remind you why we started this journey. And it was so that you could be in control of your finances, your time. So I could come over here and have real freedom and tell them, well, I'm about to hop on a plane and I won't be available. I bought a one-way ticket. How about that? I bought a one-way ticket because when it looks good enough to come back, I'll come back. Till then, I'll be consulting, I'll be coaching, and I'll be working from wherever whatever the wind blows me. That's the real deal. And that's what freedom looks like. And $50,000 of these credit cards gone. That's what freedom looks like. And I want you to find some of that. And you need to sit down. And if you're not looking at your finances closely, I don't care how stressful it is, I'm going to need you to sit down with a spreadsheet and hire somebody to get in your business. And stop thinking you're so on it and ignoring. Yeah, one way. I bought a one-way ticket. Ignoring, all these things that are piling up. I got papers all in my sunroom because we are doing the math and we're sitting down and we're taking a close look. And as a couple who is newly married, we're still newlyweds, we are chiseling away at what is important and reminding ourselves of why we made sacrifices and putting freedom at the top of our list of things to do on a Friday. And I want you to do the same. You have a wonderful day. You follow me on Twitter, Dr. Tony MD. Follow me on Instagram, Dr. Tony MD, and follow me on Snapchat. I want to hear from you, and you let me know what you're doing to work towards your financial goals, to get from under these banks and all of this drama and this job telling you got to come to work. Now I'm out of here. I don't know if I'm going to the Caribbean because obviously my people down there are having some difficulty, but I am not staying here in the eye of these storms after seeing what so many people have been through. We're going to keep our prayers going for everyone out here who is struggling in the aftermath of these hurricanes and the infrastructure failures that are happening all over, but we are going to take control. Take care. Absolutely. Dr. Emily will tell you, get these IMEs, these independent medical exams. Make sure you get more than one stream of income. That is the number one message here today. And make sure when you get some money, you pay these people off so you could go live the life that you envisioned before you ever even started. You had big dreams and they're getting squashed by these bills. You got to take control of that. Have a good one. Have a good evening. Share this video.